So players drawing up hands here. The score is obviously 0-0. And we're ready to go. Looks like Scalding Tarn pass from Jake. Cavern, naming human, Esper Sentinel.
I might respond. Go for it. Yeah, I'm going to fetch. Okay.
All right, a fetch for Jake. A poll happening right now in the chat for all of you to gamble who are watching live. Will Jake take the initiative in this match? Yes or no? Take the initiative. Yes or no? Vote now.
Draw. All right. Sounds good. Ancient. Okay. Attack for 1. Tap 2.
Esper Sentinel attacks for 2. Ancient Tomb tapping for mana here. Chalice on 1.
Already. Good. Borrow that? You can, yeah. Thanks.
All right, so Chalice on 1 resolved. There's a polluted Delta for Jake. Prediction poll happening now in the chat.
Cast Bellatrix. Yep. Trigger, draw a card. Best turn you. Sorry. No, you're good.
So back to Sam now. Sam taking 2, and here is White Plume Adventurer. Big part of this white stompy deck is taking the initiative with White Plume Adventurer and Seasoned Dungeoneer. Rybo, thanks for the resub with Prime. 13 months for Rybo. Thank you. Get those Prime subs in. All right. Force of Will countered the White Plume Adventurer, pitching Ponder. Basic Mountain for Jake. If you're interested in deck lists, they are posted in our Discord. Hedetsugu consumes all, comes down. That'll blow up Chalice and Esper Sentinel, and Jake paid 1. Yeah, it's an orc. White Plume Adventurer is an orc. Caracas. And here's Archon of Emeria.
Draw, exile graveyards. Expressive Iteration?
Yep. Expressive Iteration for Jake. Hedetsugu now on the second chapter. It just exiled all graveyards. Plays an Underground Sea.
Actually, I haven't played against the card in a while.
Okay, so the Archon prevents more than one spell each turn, so that was forgotten momentarily there by Jake. Sam pointing it out. It's all good. Here's Cavern, most likely also on human. Passing the turn. So Vessel of All Consuming, now on the table for Jake. Can't attack yet. It doesn't have haste.
Narset?
And there's Narset. Activated immediately. Finds another Narset. Hype Train Conductor J8 stock likes Archon of Emeria, so that's good. That's good. End step Solitude getting cast here. All right, so the second Cavern was apparently on Elemental, so Solitude was uncounterable. My mistake. I said it was on Human. I think one is on Elemental.
Yeah, you went down, right? So you should be at 18.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You went up. Yeah, you're 18. Sorry.
It's okay.
I will tap one for humans.
They guarantee $500 payout $200 first. That's a guarantee.
Trigger.
All right, here's Seasoned Dungeoneer coming down for Sam. And this one's going to resolve, and Sam will take the initiative. Oops. I was trying to share card text and I messed up.
And I'm going to go to attacks.
They got it.
I'm going to swing Solitude into Narset.
Solitude attacking Narset, giving Baleful Strix a chance. It'll trade with the Baleful Strix, so Solitude does its job. Archon of Emeria and Seasoned Dungeoneer are the creatures left. Jake, with no creatures, makes it unlikely that he will be able to take the initiative yet. The first room of the Undercity allowed Sam to search his library for a basic land card and put it in his hand, so that was a Plains.
The Bolt.
All right, a Bolt found off Narset there. Bolt's Archon of Emeria, so that's gone. And here's a Ponder for Jake, finally able to cast more than one spell each turn. And it's a Ponder Shuffle. We know about another Narset in hand for Jake, right? All right, cast a Brainstorm. The next rooms on the Undercity, Forge will allow Sam to put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature, or Lost Well will allow a Scry 2. Those are the options. Most likely, we'll see Sam go for the +1/+1 counters. Oh, well, the Baleful Strix coming down, maybe going for Scry. Let's see what the room chosen is here. Yeah, so going for Scry 2. And then the following rooms on Sam's side are Create a Treasure or Goad target creature. Most likely, we'll be going for Treasure next turn if Sam keeps the initiative. Baleful Strix can steal the initiative, though. So attacking Narset, it looks like, with Seasoned Dungeoneer.
Trigger.
Yep.
And giving itself protection, putting Chromox into the graveyard off Explore, and getting a responsible counter. Okay, so actually not attacking Narset, attacking Jake, and getting in for 4. The Baleful Strix will be able to steal the initiative on Jake's turn if it lives to the combat step.
I use my
Yep. I'm going to go to 15.
All right, so Baleful Strix attacks, but Solitude flashes in and removes it. Uncounterable Solitude. And no initiative yet for Jake. So we'll likely see Sam be able to create a treasure token on the next upkeep. And he ventures into the Undercity. Fury coming down. That'll blow up Solitude.
I will make a treasure.
All right, creating a treasure. The next room is called Catacombs. Create a 4/1 black skeleton with menace. Fury will be trying to attack and take the initiative on Jake's next turn.
Go to attacks. Trigger. I'll put that at the bottom.
I'll take 5.
All right, Esper Sentinel explored into the graveyard. Seasoned Dungeoneer grows. Jake takes 5. Seasoned Dungeoneer cannot be blocked because it will have protection from creatures. All right, let's see if Jake gets an attack in here to take the initiative.
Expressive iteration?
Yep.
Expressive iteration before combat. No blockers on Sam's side. Finds a sudden edict, which is pretty good at removing the Seasoned Dungeoneer. It'll be cast immediately. Split second. Pretty good. Iganjo removes Fury, so Jake still can't take the initiative. Wow. Post-combat plays the Narset that we knew about from hand and activating it here. Wow, Iganjo on Fury was pretty damn good. Jake finds Minsk and Boo, though, so that's interesting.
Ship it back.
All right, trigger the dungeon, and we're going to see Sam create the skeleton. 4/1 menace, black skeleton. There it is, everybody. Props to Sam for having the correct token. Now, the next room on the Undercity is Throne of the Dead 3. Reveal the top 10 cards of your library. Put a creature card from them onto the battlefield with 3+1/+1 counters. It gains hexproof until your next turn, then shuffle. That's the ultimate on the Undercity. That's where you want to be getting to. So, building up some defense here. No creatures on the table for Jake. And it looks like Sam will hit the ultimate. Force of Negation countering Ameria's call here, though. Esper Sentinel will allow a draw. Pitched Force of Will to that Force of Negation, it looked like. Going to untap now. Activating Narset, going to need some way to deal with whatever creature Sam finds. The Sudden Edict found is not amazing. Sam can just sacrifice the Esper Sentinel. A blocker, also not amazing. Skeleton has Menace. Hidetsugu Consumes All is amazing, though. That'll blow up Esper Sentinel and Skeleton. And the treasure. So the treasure's gone. Esper Sentinel gone. Skeleton gone. And here's Minsk and Boo. So a pretty good turn for Jake. Hidetsugu Consumes All, and then Minsk and Boo. Not bad. And attacking and taking the initiative. Wow, what a swing of a turn. The Hidetsugu and Minsk and Boo was brutal. Sam now searching the library for a basic, hitting the first room of the Undercity. Incredible. Taller Eric with a great question that I don't know the answer to. What's the most expensive Wizards of the Coast printed token? I don't know. What's the answer? It has to be like a Judge promo or something, right? Does anybody know? White Plume Adventurer comes in, and that allows Sam to take the initiative. And here's the ultimate trigger happening. It looked like a Seasoned Dungeoneer was in there, an Archon, and a Thalia Heretic Athar, I think I saw. Going for the Seasoned Dungeoneer, that makes sense. Card is quite good. Going to go to the first room now and find a Plains. That Seasoned Dungeoneer will have 3 +1/+1 counters and hexproof until Sam's next turn.
He's just a 3/3. And that's all I got, man. Go ahead. So he says 3 counters.
I think there's a human though that looks like I think there's arbitrary. -2 seconds. For the shear.
All right, sacking Boo to hit White Plume Adventurer.
You can try to go for the ability. You can't win that.
Yeah, you can't, right?
Because it's just sex hard to cost.
All right, maybe a missed opportunity to bounce the hamster with Caracas there on upkeep. Or draw step, rather. White Plume Adventurer gone. But Boo is also gone. A Brainstorm after drawing 4 cards off the hamster. Putting 2 back. A fetch here for... Okay, so a correction here. They missed the Hedetsugu consumes all exiled graveyards on draw steps, so they're correcting that now. A fetch of Volcanic Island happens here. So that's corrected. Strix. Seasoned Dungeoneer does not care about Strix. It's 6 power currently.
Did you fit?
I did, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah, that's true. Sacrificing Boo is not part of the cost. I don't know what the players spoke about there, but my understanding was that the trigger already resolved. This is competitive REL, so if Sam indicated that the ability resolved, then it resolved. So, yeah. Anyway. Scry 2 with the second room of the Undercity with no creatures in play to give bonuses to after the Sudden Edict, which was quite good. That Seasoned Dungeoneer needed to be removed. Palace Jailer will get rid of the Baleful Strix, which is actually trapped under the Monarch now. Sam becomes the Monarch. There it is. Okay, Sam correcting it. It's actually trapped there. All right, so Minsk will likely create a hamster here. End step bolting Palace Jailer. Upkeep, create a new hamster. Still no bounce of the hamster. Let's see if it happens in response to abilities.
Oh, yeah, you're Narset.
Okay, Narset is... Okay, so players pointing out here that Monarch was shut off by the Narset. Vessel of the All-Consuming is here. It actually does not have any counters on it, so I'm not sure why. Okay, so Minsk is putting counters on it. What a confusing board. All right. Caracas is bouncing the hamster, so it can't take the initiative. Upkeep. We're going to see a treasure get created here by the Undercity. The next room creates a skeleton, and then the ultimate after that. Thalia comes down for Sam. Guardian of Thraben. Hello, Jizlo. Hello, Dream Trawler in the chat.
Draw.
All right. Caracas is available for Boo.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, it's basically
5 mana. Cast Fury.
Fury.
All right, here's Fury. That's going to hit Thalia. It looks like Sam is going to lose both the Monarch and the Initiative this turn.
I'm gonna plus.
But I can't cast this.
Trigger this.
You got it.
Plussing Minsk, putting 3 almost encounters on Vessel.
This is not legendary.
Caracas cannot bounce Vessel of the All-Consuming, unfortunately.
I'll bounce the blue then.
Yep. So you
Let's
get
see.
All right, so bouncing Boo,
triggers. It's got a counter.
taking 7 from Vessel, which now has 8 almost encounters on it. So if Vessel hits again, its win the game ability will trigger, right? It's got 10 power.
So when I take the initiative, I do this.
So Jake both takes the Initiative and the Monarch. We'll put 2 almost encounters on Fury in the second room of the Undercity.
And actually, this comes back into play, right? Mm-hmm. Draw 2 cards.
Baleful Strix comes back. And Jake will draw 1 from that and then draw 1 from the Monarch, passing the turn. Sam's in trouble here in game 1. All right, a White Plume Adventurer that'll allow Sam to take the initiative. It resolves and make a skeleton. Let's see if it resolves. All right, Force of Will counters the Adventurer, and game 1 goes to Jake. Quite a game 1. That was very back and forth. There was a lot going on. Vessel of the All-Consuming also was on the verge of a game-winning attack there. And Jake did take the initiative, so we're going to hand out some channel points rewards for that. All right, players getting ready here for game 2. Here's Esper Sentinel. And here's White Plume Adventurer. Very nice.
Yeah, there are a bunch of new cards.
I really don't have a lot.
Sam will once again take the initiative. There's a Baleful Strix for Jake.
I want to.
Sam was able to find us planes off the first room of the Undercity. Now moving to the second room, giving 2 almost encounters to Esper Sentinel, which seems good. So the next room's available for Sam, or target player loses 5 life, or goad target creature. Those are the next options.
Go to 6.
All right, Strix will trade with Esper Sentinel, which is interesting. And here's Seasoned Dungeoneer moving to the next room, and Sam will say, you lose 5 life. Jake goes down to 11. The next room is draw a card. It's called Archives. And then after that is the ultimate. So Sam is close to ultimating the Undercity here. Was able to ultimate in game 1, but Jake just had a wild turn where Hedetsugu and Minsk and Boo and Sudden Edict just undid every advantage that Sam gained from the initiative. All right, here's Caracas. Going to combat. Sudden Edict before attacks. Okay, so triggering now the Explore on Seasoned Dungeoneer. It's being left on top. It was a non-land. I didn't get to see it. The Seasoned Dungeoneer gets a counter and hits for 4. The next room is the ultimate. Taking the initiative here would be quite good. Paying 2 life. All right, there's White Plume. And taking the initiative, revealing the top 10. Let's see. Looks like Cathar Commando, White Plume, Archon of Emeria. Okay, Archon of Emeria it is. That'll have 3 Psalmistone counters and Hexproof until Sam's next turn. Holding off on shuffling the library. Okay. Pretty good. Archon of Emeria, quite annoying. And like I said, it has Hexproof and 3 Psalmistone counters now.
Land, correct?
So the Undercity has been completed.
Yeah. It's 7, right? So I'll ship. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go to 6.
All right, passing the turn. Jake fetches on end step, goes to 6. Finds an Underground Sea. What does Jake need? Damnation? Damnation's not in the deck, but... All right, here's an Underground Sea. Dredge Loam, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Okay, so Archon made it enter tapped, but we're not doing that. Jake just scoops it up. All right, going to game 3. Island pass for Jake. Here's a plains for Sam.
19.
high variance. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Yes.
That's everybody's favorite bird.
All right, Jake says I'll cast everybody's favorite bird. Baleful Strix coming down. Is that everybody's favorite bird? Does anybody have a bird that they prefer in Magic over Baleful Strix? Is that possible? Do you have any Birds of Paradise fans here? All right, here's White Plume Adventurer. I'll take the initiative. Not sure why it was handed to Jake. Sam finds a plains, passes the turn. Jizzo says Strix is the best bird and the reason I'll never play Heritage. Yeah. Oh God. Heritage. I don't know, everybody. I don't know if we should all be allowed to have Magic cards anymore. J.A. Stock does not like birds. Wow. High Train Conductor not liking birds. All right, Narset comes down. Minusing Narset.
Solitude? Yeah. Exiling Palace Chair. Okay.
I'll go back.
All right. Solitude pitching Palace Jailer in response to Narset. So Baleful Strix is gone. I'm not sure why they have Jake with the initiative. It should be on Sam's side, but anyway. Force of Will found for Jake. It's pretty good. All right, Jake moving on to the next room here because Jake has Sam moving on to the next room here on Upkeep and putting 2 Psalmistone counters on White Plume. Drawing a card. Playing a Cavern.
Everyday favorite. Human.
Cavern on Human. Attacking here. Narset down. 16. Your Seasoned Dungeoneer, uncounterable. And making Jake lose 5 life. The next room will allow Sam to draw a card on the upkeep if... And it looks like it's very likely that Sam will keep the initiative here in Game 3. Expressive.
Not much love here.
You got me. You had a land.
I guess put this in my hands.
Yep.
I just put on external islands. Play island.
Very nice. Seems like it was good to me.
Heat damage kind.
Oh, please.
That's fun though.
Players appear to be having fun. Here's Ponder. Ponder shuffle.
Oh, this is long.
All right. Finally, the initiative token has been placed on the right side of the table, so that's all good now. I know some of us were fuming over that error. Sam going to trigger the initiative here on upkeep to draw a card. The next room is the ultimate. Playing a plains, taking initiative one more time with ultimate, or wait till next turn. Jake still has no creatures. I'm gonna get hit hard here by White Plume and the Dungeoneer.
Esper Sentinel.
Esper Sentinel, that's a good one.
I will go to attack. Any effects?
No.
I will attack. I will trigger this. Okay. So it gets protection from creatures. Trigger, explore. Oh, that's a good one. Keep it on top and give that a counter. So we got.
Okay, I believe it's a Palace Jailer on top, if I'm not mistaken. But it gets left there from Explore. Seasoned Dungeoneer gets a +1 counter, and Jake takes a big chunk of damage. And it's looking really bad for Jake at this point. The ultimate is a... oh, that was Containment Priest on top? Good call. Good call, chat. That looks right.
It's got an orb of somebody.
Alright,
Oh,
I'll get Fury.
Island. Fury is here!
And it doesn't do much.
Alright, hit that. And this is it.
All right, Fury removes Esper Sentinel. End step flashing into Containment Priest. Okay, so a Containment Priest was also in hand. Now triggering the last room of the dungeon here. The Containment Priest is among the options. There's also a White Plume and an Archon of Emeria. I think we're going for White Plume here. Yeah, the White Plume will come into play. Trigger the initiative one more time, allow Sam to find a plains, and it will get 3 +1 counters and hexproof until Sam's next turn. Oh yeah, good catch by chat. Containment Priest does stop this White Plume from entering, actually. I forgot all about that. Yeah, and so did the players, apparently. So that's unfortunate. Little bit of a non-bow with the ultimate of the Undercity is Containment Priest. This is competitive REL. Both players are missing it. Let's see if it gets caught later. Here's Palace Jailer. I mean, I think Jake was in big trouble anyway with the Palace Jailer in hand. But an unfortunate error there in the end.